Morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. If you'd like to understand what the Ahn Rho Project is all about, the first, 20 seconds just going to say that you can check my previous live streams for 3.5 years straight up to January 2021. And so for the past 3.5 years, you'll find all the introduction, including what we do on stream, how we break it down into analogies, domains of life, subdomains, subseries, as well as the live stream schedule, the content, the copyright-free music, all that stuff is covered in previous live streams. I'm not going to go through that, so that's the introduction right there. With that being said, let's just dive into a quick, maybe 30-second synopsis what we want to do on this stream. About 14-15 minutes long. So we're going to break it into 3 segments as usual. The first, maybe 5 to 6 minutes, is going to cover some photographs. Particularly, usually it's food, so it's like inventory. Think of business fundamentals, so shipping, receiving. So we'll go through some photographs, talk about diet, nutrition, some cooking, some techniques, as well as the grocery items. To some extent, we missed some stuff from yesterday, and then after that, so that's gonna be the first 5 minutes or so. After that, we're gonna move into maybe another 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to start moving around the room, so that's the second portion on the stream. We'll get up, we're going to be very logistical and practical, and going to start moving in the room, taking a look at the different regions and subdividing and just cleaning up for all of the items like receipts and some objects and material items, as well as the grocery items and garbage and packaging. And the last portion of the stream is usually more abstract. What you see on the left hand side is that task list all the way straight down to 575 and further on, which you can't actually see, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about some abstract stuff. We may or may not cover very much on the task list. I'm pretty much just going to voice over the most important things, like the purpose of what I do and what I need to get done most urgently today in terms of abstract things that I can't really show on camera. So we're going to talk a little bit of storytelling, and just actions that I need to do for the day. That being said, and then of course the take-home message at the end, very end, maybe the last minute or so. So let's dive into it. I'm going to pull up this photograph at the very bottom hand side. I think that's the one that will show up. So we have today's breakfast. So today's breakfast, we have this mixture of different items here, and I have that lunch over there on the bottom right hand side. Is a little pink bag, I think, of mini chocolate croissant. I put inside a slice of bread, flaxseed multigrain prebiotic, with some ham and some ground cloves, flax seeds, stuff like that, and I just put inside a bag. I'm bringing that to work. Of course, you see all the ingredients above as well, and that's for the breakfast. So the almond breeze, coconut milk. We also have the Usana supplements, Usana Health Sciences. So again, you can see the omega, bio-omega. We have all those vita antioxidants. You can also see on the very left-hand side, Ensure Glucerna is not missing. I'm out of stock from Glucerna. No more of that. So fortunately, I have to deal with your Ensure, which really doesn't have enough fiber at all. And then we have the truffle arrow tiramisu, and so that's a good synopsis of pretty much all the products I use for this morning when making my dinner for work, as well as the majority of items here are for my breakfast, for oatmeal, right? So we're just running through the photographs here. These products, stuff like that. Okay. And just different angles, of course, so this has to do with photography. Generally speaking, I am, of course, trying to showcase and keep a record, a database of what I've done and how I work throughout my day in terms of nutrition, health, finance, and so on and so forth. So we have some blurry photographs here, but the different angles, of course, are largely for putting onto platforms. So this one has to do more with business and just with this project in general, trying to put it onto something like, I don't know, all recipes, because it's a recipe, right? It's recipe. That's how I make my dinner for work as well as my oatmeal, okay, for breakfast. And of course, here's just I guess a burst snapshot of everything. I didn't make too many photographs today, which is great. When we move down, there's maybe about four photographs left. This is a granola bar from Nature Valley brand, sweet and salty. You can see better right here. Basically, This is a class 4 item, unlike the other things that I just showed right now for breakfast. Those are class 1 items I purchased with my own hard-earned money. Class 4 items are things I receive as gifts from fellow colleagues or friends or fellow volunteers or blah-de-da, and so on and so forth. And so this is a gift item that I didn't actually pick up, even though ML from my workplace, she gave this to me, and I'm assuming it was, but she didn't put it. She just put it on a chair, and I just figured, for the past week, I've been receiving so many gifts from my colleagues because they've been feeling pretty, I guess, sorry for me, and I'm very obsessed with independence, and I mentioned that in previous live stream. I'm obsessed with the idea of solitude and independence, and that goes back to 3 decades of domestic household issues, which my colleagues are somewhat aware of. They don't understand the depth, but they know about the broken family dynamic. And so, I didn't even feel comfortable accepting this, and I didn't take it. And that you could call that a dick move or whatever, I don't give a fuck. The fact is, I just didn't feel comfortable taking it, so I'm not going to take it. With that being said, I think this is about it for the photographs. I just turn on the lights, and yeah, here's the birth snap photograph right there. And that's that. So now we're gonna get up and move around. I've shown my gratitude and my thanks for today for my colleague, as well as the recipes, the food. Let's get up now. I'm gonna pull off the task list where I see we're about 7 minutes into the live stream. And okay, so here is region D1. You can see it's still quite a bit of a mess. Region D2 up there. This entire region here is D, but D1, D2, and then we have region A here, the office region. Okay, so there's some stuff I forgot to cover yesterday. The most important, I think, that I missed. What the fuck is that? So my shirt just fell down on the heater. I'm probably gonna get carbon monoxide poisoning, huh? It's not funny. That's not funny. But anyways, we got these 2 receipts here from groceries, and what I should say about these is I was stupid enough to not mention. Oh, I didn't have enough time actually. So I guess that's not my fault there, but I should manage my time better. The point is, working overtime, I ended up being late and for stalling, and then I relapsed into my stress-induced binge eating, which is a really big problem of mine recently. And I've been clean for about a week and a half, and that's not very long. And then I already fell back into it yesterday. I mean the day before, which was I believe, yeah, that was yesterday as well as Sunday. So these 2 receipts, I didn't manage to find enough time, but this is what I purchased for over the weekend from No Frills and Walmart, and cost about roughly $20 from No Frills and $10 from Walmart, $12 from Walmart. So about $32 worth of groceries, and they belong not in region C, not region A7, but region A5. And so I should put them over here, and off stream I'll probably make it a little bit tidier. It's a bit unkempt right now, but that's the paperwork, and I've already done the Excel, right? All the budgeting onto database, and it needs to be updated too. So that being said, that's that. We have some trash here as well. You can see on the inside here, there's a little black blurb here, and what that little thing is a security thing. Very basic. You just cover up the selfie cam on your devices, and that's what I do. I don't have any of the, for instance, if I were to turn the live stream around right here on my phone, it would not be able to show my face, and that's the whole point. It's just a general privacy. So this is trash, garbage. So what I'm going to do is move it to over D1 and take this out to the trash. We also see these kind of Q-tips here, so I'm just going to put it next to it. And it's just garbage. I'm going to take it out when I go to work. Okay. Back to region A7. I still want to clean up a little bit here and just say that there's some supplements. So you can see this food here, the packaging. So this is the cheese Ritz, and this is although I purchased it myself, class 1, supposed to be for my guardians because I ended up eating something that was not supposed to. Again, just domestic issues. They're not supposed to touch their stuff. So I'm going to put this in their room, and it was for the past day, and then I took it out today because again, the binge eating. And this is my stuff that I'm actually keeping for my workplace. Now, I was late again, so the oatmeal here is supposed to be cleaned. I don't know if I'm going to get it done tomorrow or later on today in the evening, but we also have to cover this. So of all the supplements here that I've covered from Usana Health Sciences in the past, I've already managed to automate all this, so I don't have to cover it on stream ever again, because I've already mentioned on stream before. The one thing I haven't covered is Poly C. So Poly C here, so a blend of ascorbates and gluconates. So again, the usual ritual: just take off the plastic peel, that kind of saran wrap kind of thing, and then take this and place it over here in region A5. I take about 1 capsule of that per day. And then this is the bottle that's already finished, Poly C. I'm gonna take this is trash now. Okay, move that wrap, that down here, garbage. And this sample Poly C, most likely I'll toss it up there in region C1 as a sample item. So just to remind myself, place it up here. Okay, so I gotta put it inside one of those health packs. Alright, that's that. Now it's looking a lot better. What I can do right now immediately is to put away the tape. There's no need for the tape. And this goes to region B2. Okay. So underneath there's a bunch of stationery and equipment and stuff like that. So I don't need that anymore. That's great. So it's looking better now. Again, just have to remove the food. And then aside from that, all that's remaining is stuff that I actually need. So I still have to clip my nails. Still have to cut my hair. And that's why the newspaper is here too, because it covers up the hair and stuff like that. Okay, aside from that though, everything's pretty much clean. And this has to also be cleaned, washed, and put downstairs, and it should be fine for tomorrow morning. Alright, region D1. This is a fucking... Okay, D2. D2 is easy. Let's just cover what's easiest first, right? So, I forgot to mention yesterday as well. I didn't have enough time, sorry. The great value plastic spoons should actually belong into this new bag, which I also forgot to mention. Here's what the new bag looks like now, you know, with a paper bag, goes on the inside with the water bottle and the health supplements, which I've automated in previous live streams. So if you want to find that, it's already in that. I'm not going to talk about it. I should have put these plastic spoons in here, and hopefully let's set this as one of the task items for the list here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the tasks up here, and about maybe 580 should be an automation for this automated task for putting plastic spoons into my workplace as well and restocking that item. So I should never ever mention this ever on live stream ever again. The new bag, right? Use down house signs. This is the last time I've been trying to remove all the bags, plastic bags from my work, from my household. So this is the last one, and then I can start using the luggage bag on the bottom. So that's great. And then now there were some items that I moved downstairs to the kitchen already. So one of those is the Glucerna Ensure Orange, as well as some Dinthmeyer prebiotic bread. Both of those items were moved downstairs, and I didn't mention that, but they were from a grocery. They were in D1, so I moved downstairs. I think there was something else, but I forgot. I can't remember. It might be ham. And then the rest of these two here, I keep them up here, right? Just in case I run out of things to eat, to bring to dinner, and I can't go downstairs all the time, because again, this is a shared family house. This is a shared household with 5 different families or tenants and the landlord as well. Okay, so the rest here is all garbage here on this. We have this kind of stuff here. I'm going to keep all this here. I'm going to say move one of these bananas inside there. This is that makeshift dinner, so I'm going to put it inside, like I said, with the mini croissant and the ham. I showed a photograph of that. Take one of these bananas, put it inside there as well, and I'll do that off stream. And I think the rest here is just going to stay, and I'll cover tomorrow morning. So I only have about a minute left. That's not a lot of time. So what we're gonna do, let's sit down for a second and see. So I should just mention one of the most important things I should probably mention, actually probably 580, 579, something like that over down here, is to not cover the task list anymore in too much detail, because I don't have enough time to do that on stream. And that's just that goes for Excel as well as the document. I'm going to continue showing it because it keeps me bearings. At least I can show it, and there will be some general reference as to where I am for that particular day if I ever rewatch my streams to find my bearings. So that being said, that's kind of that. The most important thing I have to talk about is basically in the live stream title, and it's abstract like I said it would be. Basically to not try to make my relationships better, not try too much, or try enough but not, I've been putting too much emphasis, too much effort, and it's just making things worse. So I just had to let go. And with that being said, take home message: take care of your health, your finances. I have 20 seconds left. Make sure you go strong, disciplined, responsible individual, and I hope you see a better version of you as well as myself in the next live stream tomorrow morning. There's never enough time. See you tomorrow. Ciao.